Well, obviously yesterday was a really tough day for me personally. It was a real tough day for Coach Pittman and his wife, Jamie. But I think we all watched the same thing here at Razorback Stadium on Saturday in front of an incredible crowd, incredible atmosphere before a national television audience against the first time playing Notre Dame. And our performance was just unacceptable. It wasn't a Razorback football performance that any of us were proud of, and that ultimately falls at the feet of the head coach. And I'd often, through his tenure here, given Coach Pittman a lot of credit for how competitive we had been in the past 6 years, and he had gotten a lot of credit for those one-score losses. But at some point in time, as a director of athletics, I had to hold him accountable for those one-score losses as well. So the culmination of what happened on Saturday, and then a couple more one-score losses, one at Memphis and one at Ole Miss, just felt like it was time to make a change in the leadership of our football program.
You look like you've made a lot of decisions early on with changing up the staff. Can you talk about what went into those decisions, and then also the opportunity in front of you, because I'm sure you would consider this as an audition?
Yeah, first let me say how thankful I am to Coach Pittman for bringing me here and giving me this opportunity to come back to a place that I love. Very grateful for Hunter and Chancellor Robinson and the Board of Trustees for allowing me to come back a year ago and be an assistant coach here, and then being able to do this. Whenever you make a decision, you base it off of, number one, what's best for the team. Number two, what's best for the individual players. And I felt that, it was in our best interest to do what we did this morning, for our players to improve individually, get a little bit more motivated, and I think it'll help our team overall get out on the field and compete and find ways to win a game.
Hunter, I'm curious, is Sam's buyout, is it exactly how it's laid out in his contract, or did y'all negotiate that at all?
Yeah, we negotiated in the middle of, right now he's at 75%. If we'd waited till October and if the season continued the direction it was, he would have fallen below 500. So part of our meeting was getting his representatives on the phone, and we landed at a sweet spot for both of us. I thought it was 62.5%. It saved the university about $1.5 million and kind of fell between that 50 and 70% mark, 75% mark.
And then moving forward, when you're looking for the next head coach, are you confident that there are resources in place, you're going to be able to attract quality candidates, especially given your recent comments?
Yeah, coming out of our board meeting last Friday, I received kind of a charge from our board to come back to Chancellor Robinson and then with a plan of how we can increase the head coaches pool, the assistant coaches pool, the support staff pool, the operational pool moving forward, and how we would support the increases in that. And I'll have an opportunity to do that in the next couple of weeks, and I truly believe that we will have everything that we need in place to attract the best head coach for our program and give that head coach the resources they need to be competitive in the SEC.
Yeah, the first thing we have to do is get back to the principles of good defense, which is get into a great stance, get into a great alignment, run full speed to the football, shed blocks, and tackle well. To stop people on offense, you have to stop the run first, and we haven't been able to stop the run first. Some of it's been our fits by our linebackers. Some of it's been errors. So we're looking right now at really finding out what our base defense is going to be from here on, and then build the package out of that and simplify a little bit. If we simplify and play faster and full speed, then we'll have a better opportunity to stop people. It's a special place. That's why I'm so fortunate that I was able to come back here, and I think that we've got to get it back to that special place where everybody in the state is behind the Hogs and everybody is proud of the Hogs, and that's our job. We got to go out on the field and give the energy and the competitive spirit and show the heart that we have in playing the game of football so everybody can be proud of us. And that's what we've got to try to do here the next 9 weeks, is make sure that we can unify the state.
Yeah, so I think I think there's some misinformation out there about how competitive we are going to be moving forward in the NIL space. We've had over $500,000 of agreements that have gone through the NIL Go system by way of our student athletes. It's roughly $15,000 per agreement. The national average is about $5,800. We have an NIL strategist within our front office. Our team at Learfield is actively soliciting opportunities for our student athletes to have NIL agreements. We're at full level, the cap from a revenue sharing standpoint. So whoever the next football coach is going to have the resources from a revenue sharing percentage and NIL to compete within this conference.
What do you want to see from him over the next 9 weeks that can maybe elevate himself as a candidate for the full-time role at the end of the year?
Yeah, I think just demonstrating just great leadership of this program, and I mean we're in a tough spot today. Like this first meeting is going to be really tough because there's a lot of guys in that room that are going to be disappointed with the change of Coach Pittman and the change on the defensive side of the ball. And so I just want to see dramatic improvement just in the effort of our team on both sides of the ball and how they execute. It's not about necessarily wins and losses at this point. It's not fair to evaluate him on that moving forward. Does that make sense? And I told him, I don't expect him to come in with some magic pixie dust and we're going to go 7-0 the rest of the way with the schedule that we have. But I want to see a team that is much more competitive than we were, especially on Saturday. I want to see that team Ole Miss is ranked 4th in the country this week. We're 3 weeks removed from having the ball on the 25-yard line with 2 minutes to go. They most likely were not going to stop us if we don't fumble that ball. Our season could look totally different if we push that ball in at that game. And so we got a good team in that locker room. We got to find that good team again and get them back out on the field when we hit to Knoxville in 2 weeks.